Okay, go ahead.
Okay, now we're gonna go to LexisNexis. It's where you can, it's a huge database, and you can find like phone numbers, property records, email addresses. You can find like anything. So this is also like a bookmark. You can either go business search here, or you can go to my account here. Same thing. It's called LexisNexis Accurate. I don't know, but yeah. Okay, and then this site is like really secure, or they claim it is. So you have to do all this like weird stuff. But you just put in username and password. Okay, but you do the verifications here. So you don't do the password yet. 92279 is what it says. And if you're like idle on this page for a while, it'll make you re-log in again. So just hit next. But it'll tell you, so. And then also this site makes you change your password every like couple months. So you'll get a prompt when you sign in, and it'll say, you need to change your password. Do you want to do it now or wait? And I just do it now. So just keep track of, whatever password you had or whatever, and just, update it in the password sheet when you change it. So, okay, this is like the home page when you first log in, and you're going to go...
With your finger too, so I can see. Use your mouse and then your finger.
Oh, okay. Person search, right there, under people. And all this is like, okay, if you have any authorization to like look up driver's license numbers or like social security numbers, but we don't have any of that. We just want phone numbers. So no permissible purpose. And then it's going to ask you again for more things. No, I don't have any permissible purpose. We don't want any of that. And it asks you this every time. So, okay. So now you're going to look for a person. So this is what we use this for. So when I come in the morning, now I'm in the MLS. And first thing when you get in, after you like check your email to make sure that there's no like emergency emails that you need to answer, you're going to go to expired listings on the hot sheets. And then I sort them by price because that just makes it really easy. And you're going to see if there's any good expired listings, which we're going to go over like cities you want to look at. But La Jolla, you're always going to want to look there. So you're going to click the link because this one's in La Jolla. Let's just pick that one. So I go through and like just look basically on the grid, see what looks like a good city. So I would click this one. Okay, La Jolla, that looks good. Oh, Encinitas, that's a good one too. 92116, yeah, that's a good. La Costa, we sold one up there kind of, so yeah, I'll pick that one too. Cardiff, sure. Claremont, yeah, we'll do Claremont, 92111, both of those. And you only want to limit, you want to, don't go below like 300,000. And like, so this one we're probably not going to do, Cazadero. It's kind of like lower, and that looks like it might be a short sale, so we're just not going to pick that one. And it also depends, like, okay, let's say if you get a bunch of expireds one day, and there's a lot of like good ones, then limit it to the good ones. But if there's only like one or two, then maybe we would take that La Costa one, just depending. So then we're going to go to details. And this is where you like look and see, okay, so we're looking at this one, it's expired. And you want to go to history, and you see, okay, it's still off the market. If, let's say, it got relisted again today, there would be another record, and it would say expired active. So you would know, and it would be 7/2, it would have been relisted. So we're going to go back to listing, and then you're going to go to the tax roll to see who owns it. We're trying to get the phone number so Carlos can call them. So, okay, you can see it's Windermere Holdings LLC. Now, a lot of people put their homes in like a trust or an LLC. So this one might be kind of hard to find the owner, but that's okay. If you scroll down, sometimes there's like a name, but that looks like pretty old. So we're just going to see what we can find in LexisNexis. So I just go through and print all of these. So I'll print this one, then I'll go to the next one, check the history. Okay, it's still expired. Check the, tax roll, and then I'll print this one too. So I'll go through and print all the taxes. And then let's see if we can, that one looks good too. This one looks good. Any short sales you don't want to pull, any REOs you don't want, okay, so this one's a short sale. Don't pull it. So uncheck it and move on to the next one. We don't want to deal with short sales. This one looks good. Let's see. Also, if it's like owned by an investor, you probably don't want to pull it either because they're hard to get phone numbers for. So this one, actually, we're just going to pull this one because it's easier. So Roger Freeman, Petite Street, San Diego. So we'd print this because you're going to print a bunch of them, but I'm just going to do it because we're only doing one. So let's see. Let's do the same. Not that one. Let's do this one. Roger Freeman. So we're going to go back to LexisNexis. I just keep them in tabs next to each other because then that makes it really easy if you need to go back and check. But usually I'll print the tax roll so I'm not constantly, going between the two records. So last name, this is really easy, Freeman. Roger. If it's a husband and a wife and they have the same last name, only put in the last name because then that'll bring up both husband and wife. So you're going to see whoever has the most records for it. And then also make sure on the tax record that you always want to use the billing address, not necessarily the property that you're pulling. Because a lot of people in San Diego have income, vacation rentals, so this address will be different than this one. So you want to use this address because that's most likely their current address or where they get their mail sent. So this is 69, but this one, in this case, it doesn't match. 6964 Petite. So 6964 PETIT. And you have to be pretty particular on these, or else it won't pull up anything. San Diego. You don't have to really pull in the zip because you already have a decent amount. So you just hit search, or you can hit enter, whatever. Okay, and now you can see it's like a ton of records of like the same guy. I try and pull the one that has the date right here, the date that's most current. So June 12th, that's like June 2012, May, you're looking for like a June 13, okay, April 13, that'd be good. So, okay, sometimes you'll see phone numbers like that on these, but usually those aren't like the best phone numbers, they don't work. So we're gonna go in, let's find, okay, April, that's the most recent date. You're gonna hit contact card report. And you're going to hit purchase report because you want to find. I'm not going to purchase it because these are kind of expensive. So, I wonder if I just buy it so that we can see it.
That's okay. How often do you buy them?
Like, I do like 7 a day.
How much do they cost?
$4.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. But, it's pretty easy once you... Here, let me see if I can find like a printed one.
Does Carlos tell you which ones he wants?
Nope, I pick based on...
Most likely to become a listing?
No, based on areas, pretty much, what areas he wants to list. So, Point Loma, anything 92109, La Jolla, UTC, anything like around our current listings or deals we've done, La Mesa, Mount Helix area, La Costa, Carlsbad, not too much downtown. We don't really do that many. It's just like, I don't know, it's kind of an art. You kind of have to learn it. As you get more familiar with it, you'll know like more where we're like trying to go. So Bay Park, Mission Hills, North Park, South Park, but just keep it over like 300,000. So, and no short sales, no investors. I know I have like, maybe the smart zip. Yes. Oh, I found it.
Pull them off on LexisNexis?
Because so RedX only gets like a certain amount of numbers. They only get the ones that are like public listed. So a lot of people nowadays are on do not call lists or they're on their numbers are not listed. So this gets way better information. Like these numbers are like probably 80% accurate, whereas like the RedX they're like 30% accurate. So a lot of times it's agents numbers. So okay. So this is like what pops up when you get a contact card report, and you're gonna see, okay, it has the subject's name, so we're looking for Peter McClintock, and then, okay, so when you're looking at this sheet and you want to know what the good number is, you want to make sure that the name here and the name there matches. So that's gonna be a good number. This one, you can see, they think that's tied to him, but look, there's a different name under that, so it's probably not a good number. This one, okay, and then look, it even goes through like family. So if for some reason we need to get a hold of our family, but we don't really use that. And see, also, this would be a good number too. Peter McClintock, both columns match up. But then that's his neighbor. So, yeah. And then it'll like, okay, if they've already declared bankruptcy, it'll tell you right there too. It'll tell you what addresses they've lived at or they've owned. So it tells you like a lot of information, but we just use it mainly for phone numbers. Okay. And then also, let's say that there was like no phone numbers, you couldn't find anything, which definitely happens. You could go over and do more searches, and you can do an email search. And it'll save all their information, and then you just hit search to find an email address. I'm not going to hit it because every search you do costs money, so we try and keep it at a minimum, but we also want to use it because it gives you good numbers. So, I don't know, just be cautious of how many searches you do. So that's pretty much all that I use it for. I mean, we just try and get as many phone numbers as we can, so that's that.